What's up, guys? Uncle Jaffa, no relation. Don't know if you can tell from my voice. I'm a bit under the weather. It's not the vid, so don't worry. I'm obviously in a new spot today. Shout out to the playground for letting me use this room. This week, what I'm gonna put in my journal is I want to shout out Sello, man. Sello. I want to shout out Sello. He just dropped his tape, Sellotape. If you haven't heard it, go listen to that. I would say my honest opinion on the tape is it is the most monumental piece of work that we've gotten in the Irish scene thus far, I feel. Especially when it comes to rap, drill, whatever you want to call it, black urban music. Reason being is because I don't want to take it away from anyone else who's been doing this, because there's a handful of people who've been pushing the Afro Celt sound, should we say. Shout out to Danya.
We counting sevens. Play with us, you play in heaven. 7 G's for a 125. Man, I told that come and I feel that's begging.
AC, I think. AC3.
Yo, since Dublin, not London. If you see Garden or running, couldn't even find them, couldn't even turn them. Where waves are empty, playing all in on a back.
AC from the 7.
If they're really on beef and it's really the chief, come round for not no weapons. I'm sick of the top of connections. Beef is beef, won that selection.
But yeah, I think Sello is the first to do it in a body of work of this magnitude. And even just aside from him sounding Irish or rapping about Irish things or using Irish language or Irish terminology, shout out to all the producers on that tape as well, because this is a conversation I've had a lot in the last maybe 2-3 years. And it started with New Machine. Shout out to New Machine. And he would tell me like, yo, we need to, the only reason why maybe we're not being recognized worldwide is because we're not being proud of who we are as, like, especially black Irish people. Like, we're not claiming our own identity, and people can hear that outside. Granted that some people have made amazing songs, whether you sound Irish or not on the track, a good song is still a good song. But if we're talking about building the scene, sounding like yourself is crucial. You get me? And us as black Irish people, even me as I speak, like, I'm not like, oh, what's the story? Like, you know what I mean? That's obviously, there's some people who've grown up in estates where that is how they speak, but we have for the most part, we have like a nuanced accent. It's like taken from many different places. I'm from Zimbabwe, and in Zimbabwe, a lot of people my age and stuff would have such an Americanized sort of accent. And then we have the UK that's across the pond that we're kind of taking influences from, then America itself, and then being Irish as well. It's like there's twangs of everything in how we speak. Putting that into music, and on top of that, adding the production to have elements of what this culture is. Like, on Sellotape, the producers have actually like taken samples from old Irish songs, reintroduced Irish melodies in like a English sort of way. Like, it's super innovative, especially for the scene, and it's one that actually does stand a chance against people across the pond, people in America and stuff. So big ups to Sello, and I was at the listening party and the energy was crazy. It's historic. Everything Sello's doing is historic, and I think we all need to support him. Whether you like it or not, even, I think we should recognize what's happening right now and support the boy, push him to #1, so that the rest of the world can know that something like this exists. And another reason why I think that the tape is such a monumental thing is because I genuinely feel like when this tape does what it's supposed to do impactfully, the next round of artists who drop projects, drop singles, are going to sound like this. They're going to claim their own identity more. Because I think we are going to get to a stage where it's like, yo, I've been sounding like the UK, I've been sounding like I'm from America for so long, and it's just not working. But someone like Sello will come along and sound like himself, like a Clondalkin boy, sounding like himself on a track and going number one. Boys, I need to sound like myself. Do you get me? That's going to be a consistent thing, and that's when we'll start feeling like, yo, there is a scene here. There are people here who are genuinely cold. It's like, I don't think we can claim that, oh, this person's cold if you're not being true to yourself, if you're not being authentic to who you are. Do you get me? So yeah, shout out to Sello, shout out to the team, shout out to the producers, AO Max, J Ben J, Kid Spiral, Eulogy. Who else was on that tape? Sorry if I'm missing names. Yeah, and just shout out to Sello himself. Crazy body of work, bro. Yeah, let's keep pushing the thing. Let's keep pushing the narrative. And yeah, until next time, Uncle Jaffa. Shout out to everybody supporting. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Yeah, bless.